The following message is
Oh, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to make a malt liquor video. Oaktown Hellbilly, aka Mr. Met 40 ounce, back again with another one. My Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor, straight off the dangerous streets of Stockton, California, in order for me to bring you this high quality, authentic malt liquor entertainment production tonight.
You've made your bed.
Not a bad cap toss. Malt liquor!
Why didn't you listen?
Shout out to 209J Jones, the malt liquor referee.
You cannot stop it. It hasn't even begun. It's too late. I told you so. Why did you believe them? I could have saved you. I tried to warn you. You looked away. You asked for this. You've made your bed. Now lie in it.
Shout out to Loopback Larry, cost of 25. Lobo 420.
It's the future you
Pro wrestling guy and 209J Jones. Rock Bottom 559. Malt liquor video time 2. The motherfucking Northern California contingent.
And the machine is bleeding to death.
Shout out to Brown Bag, 40 ounce, who actually cammed up last weekend. Good to see you back making masterpieces there, Brown Bag 40 ounce. So now I don't have to unsubscribe. Malt liquor.
It's happening.
Alright.
You could have prevented this.
Getting all this shit. So I got a small haul to talk about. I'm hoping to keep this thing under 20, but I'm not making no fucking guarantees. You know, I talk a lot. My videos are long. That's the way it is. So settle in. Go get yourself a 40 ounce of malt liquor. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the fucking show. I'm here to entertain you. Malt liquor. Shout out to Falstaff, who put out a masterpiece. I wish you well in your move, sir. Moving is a pain in the ass. It fucking sucks. Shout out to Mr. Rainer 009, the fucking Iron Man of malt liquor. The fucking, we'll go through it all. We'll just end up at the motherfucking Mark Messier malt liquor. Shout out to Lil J. We're going to get into that in a moment. All right, now, first up, from Econo Jam, off of their Instagram showcase that they do. The Sex Pistols live compilation album from 1985. It's not the best. I mean, there wasn't that much shit that they did live. I mean, there wasn't much footage of it or whatever, you know, recordings of it. So this is a compilation from like 76 and 77 in Europe and the UK. $10, you know, it's not in the best condition. I don't care about that. I buy them to listen to them. You know, that's it and that's all. Econo Jam Records Sex Pistols live compilation album. Up next, this is a classic one, which I have not listened to yet, but it should be on your in your collection, no matter what. Herb Alpert's Tijuana Brass Whipped Cream and Other Delights. I haven't listened to it yet, so I don't even know what it sounds like, but it's just one of those records that every decent collection has one in it. This I got off of Discogs. It was like $3. And the first one I put in my cart, he had a minimum of like $15 before he would ship it. So I looked through the rest of what he had for sale. I didn't find anything that interesting. So this one was like, I think it was like $3.50 plus another $4.50 for shipping. So it was like $8 total or whatever. Dirt cheap. Herb Alpert's Tijuana Brass Whipped Cream and Other Delights. I mean, you check out that cover. That's all you got to do. Nice, very nice. And that reminds me, we're going to talk about the best looking record covers or album covers that I got in my collection, and just in my collection, and what I want to, you know, build it into. And that include, you know what that includes, malt liquor. That obviously includes nice looking women, because that's how we roll. Let's set the fucking tone here. Shout out to that Ivory Cannon P guy, my Stockton homie Bub, and shit, and fucking everybody else that supports the channel, that watches, that might not necessarily cam up and make malt liquor videos. There we go. Outstanding. Which brings me into my next point. Let's get a little bit more of this malt liquor down. Absolutely refreshing and fucking delicious. Brewed and packaged by hardworking fucking patriotic Americans, and you need to support that. Manufactured, brewed, and transported by unionized fucking professionals. Malt liquor. Unlike any of that homebrew booze shit, get the fuck out of here. Malt liquor. All right, now. Still sealed off at Discogs. Was not expensive. It was $21 plus shipping. Sick of it all. Wake the Sleeping Dragon from 2018. Sealed copy off the Fat Records label. Now, I just saw on 9/11 in Oakland at the fucking Starline Ballroom. I saw Sick of It All, Agnostic Front, and Crown of Thorns. And Mike Hood was there. And shit, it was a fucking great show. It was extremely rowdy. My jaw still fucking hurts from that show. From getting fucking, I got a boot to the fucking jaw from a stage diver. Fittingly, it was a Cochrane jump boot. You know, airborne and all. You see the airborne, 82nd Airborne behind me. Anyways, it was, so fittingly, it was a Cochrane jump boot. And my jaw fucking is still a little sore from that, you know. I thought it was broke at first, but it obviously it wasn't. And, you know, my ribs, live TV folks, my ribs stopped hurting maybe 4 or 5 days ago. But I went fucking crazy in there, and it was a good time. It was a great show. Luke Baglieri, you missed a fucking good one. I don't know if you changed your number or whatever, but I did text you to let you know about it. I know you're busy, you're on the road with the Malt Liquor Road Crew or whatever, but you know, Sick of It All. They covered all the early classics. They covered a lot of the later stuff off of this record. I did not have this record in my collection. I said, shit, I need to get that. So when I got home from the show, I ordered it off at Discogs, and it showed up a few days ago. Sick of It All, Wake the Sleeping Dragon. My only complaint is from that show is that they did not cover The District off the Yours Truly album, which I feel is a underrated fucking hardcore album, you know, for New York hardcore. The reason why it probably didn't do as well as some of the other ones was because the cover art. That's what a lot of people say. It is kind of a strange early 1970s style of cover art, which doesn't really fit the band's, you know, image or whatever. But either way, that's one of their best albums, I think. Obviously, Blood, Sweat, and No Tears is their best. And, you know, Call to Arms is probably my favorite. It's a toss-up between those two, depending on any given day how I'm feeling with liquor. In all my years of going to shows, I had never seen Sick of It All, and I finally got that done. That's another I can cross off my list. Now up next, this is a classic. This is a masterpiece from 1987, a quintessential New York hardcore record album to have in your fucking collection. And that's Warzone, Don't Forget the Struggle, Don't Forget the Streets. You know, Crazy But Not Insane, Fuck Your Attitude, We're the Crew, Don't Forget the Struggle, Don't Forget the Streets, obviously. You know, As One is probably my favorite song off the record. This is a masterpiece. I've had it on CD twice, because I've let somebody borrow it, and they fucking, you know, that was in the Army at the time, and they fucking PCS'd with it, took it with them. And then, I did buy it off of iTunes, so I have it on digital, you know. But now I have it on vinyl, as it was meant to be listened to. And as soon as this masterpiece is over with, the shrink wrap is going to get tore open, and we're going to get onto it. This is the white vinyl, the Revelation Records 2016 repress. So, also on 9/11, there was the 25th anniversary of Raymond Raybeez Barbieri passing away, and he was a great man. You know, he really was, and it's fucking unfortunate that he died so young. He was only like 36. That's bullshit. It's too young to go. He still had a lot more to talk about, a lot more to do. He should still be around now, you know, touring with Warzone, and with another 5 or 6 albums under his belt. I never got a chance to see Warzone, and I wish I would have. They were great. Now, this one, the next two are rare. Sort of rare. Expensive. Hard to find because they're out of print, and it's unfortunate that they're both out of print. I just did receive word that Snapcase is going to be putting that Progression Through Unlearning back into print with some fucking colored, like, splatter vinyl and shit. So I'm going to buy a copy of that, a sealed, so I can keep it sealed. It's only like $25. And you know, we'll get into that in a moment. Malt Liquor label out, file blueprint. Now, this is one of the better bands that was on Victory Records from back in the day. Snapcase, Progression Through Unlearning. Upstate New York hardcore from Buffalo. And shout out to Lil J. This one's for you. I know you know about Snapcase because you know music pretty well. So this is one of my favorite hardcore albums of all time. And the first time I heard it was probably 1998. It was around December of 1998. A friend of mine, an army buddy of mine, he had seen them a few times. He was from the Midwest or whatever, but he, you know, they went on tour or whatever, and he called him in Chicago in '97. And he said, it's fucking amazing, it's incredible hardcore. You gotta listen to it. So we were going somewhere, and he put the fucking CD in, and instantly I was hooked. I said, I gotta get that. The next day I went to the record store and I bought the CD. If you look on fucking Discogs for an OG pressing of this, it's expensive as fuck. It's like $60. This is an alternate version, the Record Store Day version from 2012. And it's a fucking yellow vinyl. Maybe not the most desirable color or whatever, but I wanted a copy of this album in my collection. Would I like to have an OG copy that's on black vinyl? Yes, I would, but I'm not paying $60 for it. This one was like $40, and that's high, but it's hard. I don't think it's even been played more than 10 times. It sounds great. It sounds better on vinyl than the CD did, anyways, you know. So Snapcase, Progression Through Unlearning, 1997, Upstate New York hardcore from Buffalo, New York. Malt Liquor. That's the best record that band ever put out. It's not even close. I wish they were still around, but they're not. Up next, from New York City, the Casualties for the Punks. A 1997 pressing, maybe, wait, hold on a second. Yes, this is the 97 version. It first came out in 95, I believe, and on CD or whatever, and vinyl, of course, everything. But this is a repress from 97. And I was able to get 1234 Go Records had this. And I said, I gotta have that, you know. It was $38. You know, that's a little high, but you're not gonna, in this condition, it's almost mint condition. It's excellent. It sounds great. It sounds better on vinyl than it does on CD. The Casualties for the Punks. I mean, it's got For the Punks, Ugly Bastard, City Life, Riot. I mean, you know, Punk Rock Love, Chaos Punks, and Punks and Skins. I mean, this is a fucking masterpiece. Very simple lyrics, very simple. That's what it's all about anyway, you know? And it just resonates with me. The Casualties for the Punks, Malt Liquor label out. Drink only malt liquor. Delicious. All right, now, I thought about this before camming up this evening. Do I even showcase this because of the title of the record? Yes, you do. Because, as I've said before, many fucking times, and this is an Oaktown Hellbilly Mr. Met 40 ounce exclusive. Censorship, political correctness, and prohibitions for suckers. If you stand for any of those three things, you're a fucking worthless loser. And that's a fact check, Malt Liquor. Delicious. All right, from 1999, and this is an OG copy. Old Dirty Bastard's second album, and I'm not going to repeat the name of the title. You can all read. I mean, you see what it is. It's even blanked out on there. N-word, please, right? Now, there is, as far as I could tell, I had this on CD when it came out. I bought it. I was in Germany at the time, and that same day, I think I bought a NoFX CD, and what the fuck else did I get? Maybe I got a Sick of It All CD that day. I was in Frankfurt, and this had just come out maybe a couple days earlier, and I saw it and I was like, that's got to be good. The first one was a masterpiece. It's untouchable. This is a fucking great album. It's really, I mean, is it as good as the first one? No, but it's fucking damn good. There is not a bad song on here. There's no filler on here. You know, it's got Baby I Got Your Money, which is fucking, to this day, still sounds fucking great and is, you know, just, it works. And this was the last full-length studio album that he put out, because he was dead 5 years later. That was it for him, and it's unfortunate because he was a great man. He was very talented. He was a great fucking MC. He embodied that Wu-Tang Clan. That's what he was all about. And I miss him and I loved him. I was scanning Discogs, right? I'm looking around, and all of a sudden it popped up from a United States seller, because most of them were from Europe or from like South America or Mexico, and they were very expensive. And the ones in the US that were still sealed, that were near mint or whatever, were also extremely expensive. This one came up and it was only $50. Now I don't want to spend $50 on a record. I don't. But I saw that. I'm looking at the rest of them. I said, I don't think I'm gonna have an opportunity to get it this low. I emailed the seller. I looked at his fucking thing. He had a lot of ratings, positive reviews, positive seller ratings, and positive buyer ratings. I said, okay, this guy's legit. And I asked him, I said, what's wrong with the fucking record? Come on, man, be upfront with me. He said, nothing. It's hardly been played. It was probably some fucking DJ that had it. And you know, the jacket is tore up, and the corners are bent. All four corners are bent. It's tore up. There's a split on there, but I put some fucking glue on it and I fixed it. And it's missing the liner notes. And I'm thinking about it. I said, all right, that's cool. And I immediately purchased it. It arrived about a week and a half ago. But I mean, the jacket is tore. I don't give a shit about that. I buy them and listen to them. I've already listened to it twice. It's an excellent record. Excellent album. Double LP, Malt Liquor. You look at Wu-Tang Clan. You look at fucking Liquid Swords, right? From Jizz of the Genius, 1995. Did he do another solo album that was as good as that? No. Pro Tools was good. Liquid Swords 2, I didn't like it because it was censored. All the cuss words are fucking censored out of it, which is bullshit. I fucking hate censorship, you know that. And Ghostface or Raekwon the Chef only billed for Cuban Links 1 and 2. This is a Oaktown Hellbilly exclusive. They're close to me, right? They're fucking neck and neck for excellence, for greatness. Everybody says, oh, Mr. Med, the purple tape was better. Maybe it was, but I don't see it like that. I see part 2 as, you know, being the middle of it, like The Empire Strikes Back, as good as the first one. And we all know that Only Built for Cuban Links requires a trilogy, a part 3. Chef, Ghostface, RZA, what the fuck you all waiting on? Let's get it done, right? Malt Liquor. Now, a lot of people that collect vinyl records, they're not really into hip hop or whatever. You know, it's mostly like classic rock or obscure fucking rock or whatever, obscure shit. That's cool. But on this channel right here, punk rock, jazz, hip hop, and gangster rap from the 1990s. Old Dirty Bastard, N-Word Please, great album. Now this right here, this is an interesting one, and I think at some point these are going to go up in value. Gangsta Nip from Rap-A-Lot Records from back in the day. None of his albums were pressed on vinyl. This is a what's called hot club wax. It's a fucking promo copy. I paid $5 for it plus shipping. And I mean, I don't know on this one. Are they going to be worth money? Maybe not. But that's the only Gangsta Nip that's on wax. They should repress the South Park Psycho. The Ghetto Boys should have all of their entire discography repressed on vinyl because of what's going on right now. You know, with this fucking surge. But I don't know that we're going to ever get that. I don't know who owns the rights to it or whatever, but it should be repressed. This is from 1993, and it's a promo that went out to radio stations, to clubs, to fucking DJs all around the Houston, Texas area. And I managed to get a copy of it. He doesn't have anything else. That's it. That's all that there is from him that's pressed on vinyl. There's a couple Ghetto Boys ones. I got to get them, but you know, are those going to be ever valuable? I don't care if they are or not. It sounds good. Malt Liquor, and I love Gangsta Nip. How can you not? Absolutely refreshing and fucking delicious. I'm half in the bag, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, I'm slurring my words a little bit. I'm like probably already too fucked up to be camming up tonight, but it's whatever. We're drinking malt liquor, we're talking vinyl, we're talking punk rock music and hip hop, gangster rap, malt liquor. Earlier today, I was listening to fucking DJ Tomic featuring Jizz the Genius of Prodigal Son. He's leaving for hip hop. I don't want to play it too many times and fuck up the wax, but I had to get it out there. I had to hear that today. It sounds so fucking good. At some point, I'm gonna be upgrading this to a Technics 1200. I'm probably gonna be running turntables side by side. I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out. We'll see. But I've upgraded the Malt Liquor studio. I added a rug in here for the acoustics, and it does sound better in here. Malt Liquor. Approaching the swill. Roll the motherfucking swill. Some people call it the swill. I call it the best fucking part of the little goddamn thing. Approaching the motherfucking swill. Malt Liquor. This is a long one. Told you. Alright, Raekwon the Chef, take us the fuck out of here. See? That's for you, Chum Bucket Jones. Or whatever the fuck your name is. Front and center. You were right. I was wrong. You were right, and I admit it.
This is cat hoodie rap. Fuck around, put a fully in your back. You might make my Julie act. I only run for the bread, lightning strike, flower in your hat, black. And if your man tests my skills, I promise he will die in the field. My money's wrong, my homeboys is real. They broke, but we'll shoot the kill. Flashing big.
Hook down, Hillbilly, rate, comment, subscribe, whatever the fuck you gotta do, get the fuck out of here. Buy more fucking vinyl, drink more malt liquor. Malt liquor!